Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your girlfriend Chanel here, and today I'm back learning everyone's favorite thing, bollards. So I think I'm pretty okay with bollards, but there always are bollards that I don't remember, and there are times when I'm in duels where I'm like, I really feel like I should have all the bollards memorized. So today I'm going to be playing a learnable meta world bollards until I get 10 countries slash bollards right in a row. This may take me 2 hours, this may take me 20 minutes. Who knows? We're going to test my Bollard knowledge and hopefully learn along the way. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Oh, also forgot to mention I'm going to be playing this in no move, pan zoom, so that way I can just like focus right on the Bollard and see what I think about the country and the Bollard from a distance. Okay, right away we have the black tip Bollard with the gray, the red stripe, which makes me think Austria or Slovenia. I feel like I'm going to go Austria here. Nope, we were in Slovenia. All right, so already not getting our 10 in a row, but that is okay because we're going to keep learning and hopefully get it soon. So these are Slovenian bollards. So Slovenian bollards are white with a black top featuring a bright red reflector on the front and a white reflector on the back. Austria uses similar bollards, but the back reflector is usually black rather than white. Okay. Okay, so red and white is Austria. Okay, so this is a black tip bollard, right? I can't zoom in because we're on NPZ. I feel like it's Austria or Slovenia again. I'm going to go in Austria because I can't see what the color is in the left bollard, but I think it's one of the two countries. All right, we're at our 1 out of 10, and I am trying to get 10 in a row, so if I get one wrong, we're resetting back to 0, but we were correct. This was the Austria bollard, black top, dark red or gray reflectors on the other side. Okay, these are circular bollards with like a red strip around them. Right side of the road, double yellow middle is making me think South America. Maybe Ecuador bollard ever. Perfect, 2 in a row. All right, this was an Ecuador bollard. So Ecuador is one of the countries in South America that uses bollards extensively, making them quite common in the country. There are 2 main types of bollards, a round bollard with 2 red stripes, a flat bollard with 2 red reflectors on the back. Okay. All right, so here's the thing. I cannot see these bollards because they're kind of far away. So I'm low-key thinking I should switch to no move instead of N and PZ, but we'll keep with it for now and see how we do. I'm pretty sure there's black tips on the tops of these bollards, but they're kind of far away. So I'm like, not entirely sure here. I'm gonna go Slovenia, but I'm not confident about this, so we'll see how we do. Nope, these were Serbian bollards. Okay. So Serbian bollards might look like Austria-Slovenian bollards, but reflector will always be off-center. They have a couple other designs, but always off-center. Okay. I think we might need to do no move for this because it seemed like NMPZ might be a little bit too difficult if they're really far in the distance. So really want to focus on being able to recognize the bollard and seeing the country from it. So this is definitely a French bollard. Don't need to zoom in to see this one because it's right here. We'll guess here. Perfect. Got the right country. So we're at our streak of 1 out of 10. I'm going to switch to no move really quickly, and then we'll move on to the second round and hopefully continue our streak. All right, we're already at a 1 out of 10, so hopefully we can get to 10 pretty quickly here. We've got 1 white stripe on the right, 2 white dots on the left. This H on this bus stop sign here makes me think we're in Germany because I feel like that's on a lot of German bus stops. Can we get a pretty good like region guess in Germany? Let's see. Maybe it feels more like over here, like northwest. So I'm gonna go near Bielefeld. All right, that is okay. We got the right country, so that's fine for our purposes. This is 2 right in a row, I believe. Germany uses black and white bollards with white and light gray reflectors. The reflector will be orange on bollards next to intersections, sometimes having plates containing the road number. Okay. 2 in a row. All right, we have a sign that looks American, but that doesn't look like a bollard, right? Ooh, these things in the guardrails, the red and white sticks. I think this reminds me of like, I want to say it's a Quebec bollard. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's Quebec. I'm going to go in Quebec City, like near there, and see, and hopefully that's right. All right, we'll take it. That was a Quebec Bollard. Really what I'm trying to get here is the right country. So if I get the right country, we're going to count it as correct here. So that's 3 right in a row. We got Quebec guardrail bollards. Unique bollards in Quebec, always attached to guardrails, long thin white poles with a red or green reflector at the top. Okay. All right, we have red on this one bollard here on the right, but I can't see what the one on the left is. Like a little bit of a black cap. This one has like a black tip with like a black and white stripe, which is super interesting. I'm thinking it might be Turkey for some reason. I feel like it's like a one-way road. I can't see the other bollard here, but I feel like the vibes may be Turkey. Yeah, I'm a little confused because I don't know what the black and white bollard is. Like this reminds me of a Turkey bollard, but not the one on the left. I'm gonna go in Turkey though. No, okay, we were incorrect there. So resetting our getting 10 in a row streak. This was a North Macedonia bollard. So North Macedonia uses 2 types of bollards. One is rounded and very thin, while the other is wedge-shaped. Looks like Croatia, both white or have red and white reflectors on a black surface. Okay. This has like the square things on the bollard, which is Serbia maybe? Nope, this was Greece. Okay, so guessed a little too quickly there, but I don't know if I would have gotten Greece anyway with more time and thinking about it. So Greece bollards, wedge-shaped with almost square reflectors, red on the front and white on the back. Okay. 2 gray dots, 1 gray like strip. Feels like it could be a lot of countries, but the white outer lines maybe making me think Sweden? Nope, we were in Luxembourg. So Luxembourg bollard. Bollards in Luxembourg are black and white, wedge-shaped, and feature gray reflectors. Okay, looks similar to German, but Luxembourg has 3 bolts. Okay, so we're on 0 out of 10 so far. Hopefully we can get to our 10 streak today. Okay, let's look for the bollards. These feel like Russian bollards to me, so I'm just gonna chuck it in like here. Technically we're in the right country, so we'll take it. This is bollard spam, so near intersections of Russia, you'll commonly see a very large number of bollards. We will take it. Right country, which is good for our purposes for today. So we have like a little circular with like a red strip here bollard, and then a French pole. So we're gonna go in France because this is screaming France to me. Perfect. Got 4.3 there. French bollard, 2 out of 10 in a row. Ooh, black tip on the top of the bollard, a little bit of a red thing there. I think this feels like Russia again, maybe? Don't know what region of Russia, but this definitely feels like a Russian bollard to me. I'm gonna go between like Moscow and St. Petersburg. That was actually a really, really good region guess, okay. So bollard spam again, and we got a good region guess this time. Last time we only got 500 points, so 4.7 is vastly better. I think that's 3 right in a row, so we'll take that. Okay, orange, 2 dashes on the right, 1 white on the left is, I think it's Czech Republic or Slovakia, which I'm like, okay, we have a 50-50 here. What are the vibes? Which one does it feel more like? Okay, I'm gonna go with Czechia, with Czech Republic, because that is where I plonked first, so gotta trust the gut, right? Hopefully we're in Czech Republic and not Slovakia. Okay, can breathe a sigh of relief for now. Was Czech Republic. So bollards in Czechia have orange double reflectors in the front and single on the back. Sometimes rare blue and red variants. Okay, 4 in a row. 2 orange, 1 white. Okay, again, tricky. Czech Republic or Slovakia. I think I'm just gonna go Czech Republic again. All right, we'll take it. And luckily we won the 50-50 because it looks like the same design's also found in Slovakia. So we have 5 right in a row. That was a Czech Bollard. 18K, amazing. We're gonna keep going. Ooh, that is an interesting Bollard. These are very tall. These are like a different shape. There's one white, one yellow. I actually don't know if I recognize this. Ooh, what is this giving? This is like such a weird Bollard. I don't know. For some reason, the first thing that popped in my head is Estonia, but I could not tell you for sure if this is an Estonian Bollard, so I'm gonna go there and hope it's right. No, it's Latvia. Okay, resetting our streak. Latvia Bollard, half circle, flat curved, white and yellow. Estonian Bollards look similar, but have a rounded shape. Okay. So it wasn't a rounded shape. If I zoomed in more, I could have seen a difference there. Okay. Yellow Bollards is Iceland. Is this Iceland? Doesn't this look too warm to be Iceland? I mean, I guess I have to go there, but I'm like, something feels off about that. Guess it was Iceland, okay. Iceland Bollards, so yellow Bollards with a white reflector are unique and extremely common. Okay, so 1 right in a row. Russia Bollard. We'll take it, 2 in a row. Ooh, this one, I do not know off the top of my head. Red strip on the top, yellow square thingy, white dashed outer lines. This feels like Belgium, maybe? Nope, it was Denmark, so we're resetting. Denmark Bollard. Denmark's Bollards are white with a yellow reflector and distinctive dark orange stripe at the top. Okay. White rectangle, 2 white dots. I'm gonna go Germany. Nope, we were in Latvia. Okay. Looks similar to a German Bollard low-key, but we were incorrect there. So we're on a 0 streak again, but we cannot give up hope. This I know is a US Bollard. I think it's Nevada specifically, but I think we're gonna get the right country regardless, even though we were in the wrong state. This is a Montana/South Dakota Bollard. Okay. So I had the wrong state, but we're going to count it because we're doing right country for all of these. So it was a 1 out of 10. So the most common type of roadside bollard in South Dakota and Montana features a dark metal post with a white diamond on each side of the top. Okay, 1 in a row. This is Czech Republic or Slovakia. We're going to go Czech because I'm just kind of guessing there between the two. And it was Slovakia, so we're resetting. Okay. This feels like an Italian Bollard with like the black tip with like this red rectangle. I'm gonna go Northern Italy. Okay, we were in Italy. We were in Sardinia, but still part of Italy, so we're gonna take it. We're at a streak of 1. Perfect. White Bollard thing here, yellow middle. I think this is US, right? Maybe this is Nevada ever, but I'm pretty sure this is like one of the US Bollards. Okay, perfect. We'll take it. It was an Oregon Bollard. This Bollard is unique to Oregon State in the US. 2 right in a row. Also, I'll have the number of right Bollards we got right in a row on top left. I probably have had it there the whole time, but I'm just like personally keeping track. Also for me, like while I'm doing this, because like I don't know until the edit like what's on the screen there. So I have 2 right in a row so far. This looks like a Russia Bollard, so I'm just gonna go in Russia. All right, perfect. 3 right in a row. We were closer to here though. I'm gonna go a little bit quicker since this seems like I might take me a while to get 10 in a row, but I'll still try to explain my thought process if I can. Ooh, are these circular shaped? They low-key do look a little circular shaped. I'm like, I feel like it's either Estonia or Latvia, but the circular ones are Estonia, so I'm gonna go there. Perfect. We were in Estonia, so that's 4 right in a row, I think. Estonian bollards, round bollards with a rectangular reflector in the front and 2 on the back, which can either be white or orange, are common. Okay, Austria or Slovenia, but it has red. So I'm gonna go, wait, is that red? Or is that gray? No, that is red. I'm gonna go with Slovenia. No, it was Austria. Okay. Okay, so I guess I just remembered it wrong. So we're resetting there. 1 white, 1 red. I don't know what this one is. 1 white, 1 red. I don't know this one. I know Poland. Nope, it was Hungary. Okay. Croatia and Hungary look similar. Croatian bollards, reflectors closer to the top. Okay. Circular with red. That is a weird bollard. Is this Greece ever? Giving Greece vibes? Nope, this was North Macedonia. Okay. US. This one is Nevada, I think. Alright, finally got the state right for once, but we're in the US, so that is 1 out of 10 for us. 21K there, not bad. Where's the bollard? Is it just not visible here? Alright. So we don't have a bollard visible, as far as I can tell, which is not great for this. So we're gonna just have a guess based on vibes. I'm gonna go France, because why not? Alright, we were in Poland, but there were no bollards visible, at least from what I could see, so I think it's fine. Square. Square on the bollard is... Square on the bollard is... Greece? Perfect. Alright, 1 out of 10. Greece bollard. Red on the bollard is... I feel like I just had this. Croatia? Oh, I'm surprised. I'm like mildly surprised that I got that. Alright, 2 right in a row, I think. Yellow, license plate. Yellow bollard, we'll take is Iceland. 3 out of 10 in a row. Something in a reflector, but I'm looking for the bollard here. Ooh, the green at the top is a little weird to me. Ooh, what is the green strip at the top? Loki looks like the Denmark one, but has green at the top instead of orange, but this is not giving Denmark. So I'm gonna go Portugal. I don't know what a Portugal bollard looks like, but maybe it's that. Nope, it was Spain. Okay, so this one is new, so I'm gonna take a second to read it. So these are Extremadura bollards. So in the region of Extremadura, it's common to see the normal Spanish bollards with green tops. This variant is exclusive to this region. Okay, so we're back to 0. Got a pretty good score though. Feeling like UK, France. A little bit of the red stripe at the top is making me think Denmark here. Okay, perfect. 1 out of 10. Denmark bollard. I can't see what shape these are because this is kind of a blurry coverage, but I feel like it feels like maybe Latvia. Perfect. 2 out of 10 there. We'll take it. This is a Poland bollard. 3 out of 10. Poland bollard. That is a little bit far away from me. This is New Zealand, I believe. Alright, 4 out of 10, New Zealand bollard. Don't get it confused with Turkey and Australia. Hopefully I don't do that later in the video. Seems like Greek on the sign, but I want to find the bollard and see if I would have recognized that without the Greek, because I'm like low-key. Yeah, I don't know if I would have got it without the Greek over here, because I see the square there, but it's a little bit far away. I'm going to go in Greece. We'll take it, 5 out of 10. 19K, I am getting pretty good scores on all these, despite not getting the 10 bollards right in a row. So try not to look at the sign, because I think I saw a language here. That Bollard is so blurry. I wish some of these were more clear examples because I'm like, I can't tell the shape or color of that. So it feels a little bit like cheating, but I'm gonna go Spain. Okay, this was Spain. It was Extremadura Bollard. Couldn't see the green because the Bollard was very far away, but technically we got it right. And I think a little bit came from the sign, but we're playing no move, so it's okay to take other information into account. Even though I'm trying to find a Bollard at first, so I learned those, but 6 out of 10 right in a row. This is Nevada. I think it's definitely US though. Perf, definitely Nevada. 4.7, so that's 7 right in a row. So I think if I just get the rest of these 3 right, we should be at our 10 in a row. That is Australian Bollards. I feel like we're in, let's see if we can get a region guess within Australia. Red dirt makes me think Western Australia. Nope, makes me think Queensland. But we were right with Australian Bollards, so we'll take it for our streak of 10 so far, or leading up to 10. We have 8 right in a row so far, and we have no Bollards visible. We were doing so well. Where are the Bollards? They're not visible from here. No. Okay. So, let me think here. Feeling Europe. These are some sort of sunflower, maybe? I mean, it's really hard to tell without the Bollard. Lots of sunflowers. Who grows sunflowers? Like, tons of sunflowers. I thought France for a second. Poland, maybe? I feel like this is just not going to be right. But I'm going to go Poland. I was never going Turkey there. Okay, that was not one that I mentioned. We're going to reset the streak, but we didn't see the Bollard, so I think it was something that I could have continued if I had Selena Bollard. That is a 1 out of 10 in a row. We know that's a Nevada Bollard, so 1 out of 10 currently. That is an interesting Bollard. Where's the other one? I guess it's just this one? So maybe Spain? It was Greece. We were incorrect there. Resetting. 1 white and 1 orange, maybe? It's kind of blurry. I'm gonna go Serbia. We were in Lithuania. Okay. This is Austria. Nice. 1 out of 10. This is somewhere in the US for sure. I'm gonna go South Dakota. We were in Washington, but right country, so we'll take it. 2 out of 10. White and orange was Lith. Loading. Alright, we were in Lith, so that's 3 out of 10. Feels like an Italy Bollard. Italy. We were in Italy, so that's 4 out of 10. Italy Bollard. This is some sort of US Bollard. So I'm gonna go to Montana. We were in Montana. We even got the right state. Okay, extra bonus points for me. That is 5 in a row. That was a Montana SC Bollard. Germany, and I think we had this location because I remember this little bus stop thing. Don't remember where in Germany it was. I'm gonna go here. Okay, we're on the other side of the country, but that's okay because we're just trying to get the right country here. 4,000, so we're 6 right in a row so far. I think we had this actual exact location too, so we're maybe getting some repeats. All right, that's fine. Still technically right country. So 7 out of 10. We're a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot farther the other way. This one is difficult. I think we had this location though. Oh, the Bollards are so far away from me. Maybe Latvia. Almost got to 10 though. Right, let's go quickly. These next couple of ones, hopefully we can get it. Is it just this like white one over here? Maybe it's just like Washington. All right, right country, wrong state. We'll take it. 1 out of 10. This feels like Italy. Nice. 2 out of 10. Ooh, what's that? A red one? Huh? Ooh, what is this double red one? This is one we do not know, and by we I mean me. This is such a dreary cam. I don't know. Okay, let me use my other clues since we're in no move. That's not an octagonal pullover, right? Oh, I think this is Ecuador, actually. I think that's the other Ecuador Bollard. Nice. Okay, 3 out of 10. That is US somewhere. Montana, maybe? It was South Dakota, but also can be found in Montana, so I'll take it. 4 out of 10. 1 yellow. Ooh, the green at the top is like the one specific region of Spain, like here. Perfect. We remembered the region of Spain, and we got the right country, so that's 5 out of 10 right in a row. 20K. Woohoo! Where's the Bollard? Again, missing. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, is this the Bollard? Are these the Bollards? Kind of like chopped in half, a little chopped action. I don't know, it might be. I'm gonna go Greece. I'm not sure here though. Okay, it was Portugal. Kind of wish it was a little bit of a clearer view, but that is okay. Portuguese bollards are either wedge-shaped with a noticeably thin white top or flat with a wide reflector. Okay. Shriek reset. Circular with red is, I don't know, like North Macedonia? Alright, perf. 1 out of 10. This is Poland. Poland Bollard. Nice. 2 out of 10. 1 yellow, 2 white dots is 1 yellow, 2 white dots. 1 yellow and 2 white dots. Huh? Where is that? I don't know. I'm like blinking. I'm gonna go Spain. I'm not confident in this one though. And it's taking a long time to load. Oh, it was Spain. I'm pleasantly surprised. I guess instinct hook over there. These feel like Russian bollards. I'm gonna go in Russia. All right, nice. 4 right in a row. Okay. This is, ooh, what the heck is that? Is this US or Canada? I don't know what this bollard is. I feel like this doesn't feel like a bollard I know, which makes me think it's maybe more Canadian. I'm gonna go in Alberta. I feel like there's an Albertan bollard. It was an Albertan bollard. So we were in the right country, so it's 5 right in a row. Alberta has a unique black and white bollard that is often found at intersections. Cylindrical shape and 2 black bands that wrap all the way around. Okay, 5 right in a row. Ooh, this one is one of those ones where I wish I could see it more clearly, the shape. It low-key looks cylindrical, but I don't think it is. I think it's like Estonia or Latvia. I don't think it's cylindrical. I'm gonna go Latvia. It was Estonia. Sigh. We restart, but that is okay. We're starting with an Iceland on this new one, so 1 out of 10. This is a little weird bollard. I think it's Portugal though. Right, 2 out of 10. That was a Portugal bollard. That is a red bollard. I think this is Australia. All right, it's Turkey. Mix up Turkey and Australia. Don't mix those up. They look similar. I'm just making that mistake so you guys all don't have to. I think this is Czechoslovakia from what I remember. We'll go Slovakia. Nope, it was Turkey. Okay. One of those locations where I couldn't see it. But that is okay. We have kind of like the wedge shape. It's like a little bit open with the yellow rectangle. Maybe it feels like Greece? Nope, this was a Spain bollard. Okay. These bollards just look white. Like, they don't... Is there any other color on them? I'm like... I'm gonna go Turkey? I don't know. I can't see any color on the bollards. It's a little bit hard to tell. Oh! Okay, well, I guess this is a new bollard because I've never seen this one before. This is an Aragon bollard. Isn't that the name of the person from Lord of the Rings? There's an Aragorn? Aragon? I'll put a picture of the character on the screen. In Aragon, it is common to see this bollard design on regional roads. It has a simple design consisting of a short, flat, rectangular white stick with a gray reflector on both sides. Okay. Aragon is like all white. Red, one white, and sunflowers? Ooh, this one is weird. Like the red rectangle's like on the bottom. I don't know. I'm gonna go like Serbia. We were in Hungary. Okay, there was a Croatia, Hungary is one red, one white. A little bit of red to the side. I feel like is like what we just had, right? Nope, this was a Luxembourg bollard, so 3 dots on the Luxembourg, similar to Germany. Okay, okay. This is a US bollard. Montana. We'll take it. Oregon, right country, wrong state. 2 white lines divided. Czech, I think. Nope, we were in Slovakia. Okay, so resetting there. Feels like the US. We're in South Dakota, still right country, so we'll take it. 1 out of 10. This is Turkey. Turkey truck plus bollards. 2 out of 10. Feels like a US sign, but I want to be sure. This is a Quebec bollard, so good thing we looked. All right, right country. 3 out of 10. 16K, okay, not bad. So we're at a 3 out of 10 so far. Where are the bollards? There's a lot of cacti. Up here, cacti, but bollards with yellow signs. I know there's some bollards in Mexico. Like, I don't know, maybe Navarrete? Okay, we were technically right country, so I'm gonna take it. 4 out of 10. These small cylindrical white bollards with a black base are unique to Mexico. Sometimes there's a yellow reflector. Okay, so 4 out of 10. Yellow bollard is Iceland. We're gonna go there. Perf, 5 out of 10. Ooh, the green stripe at the top is this one region in Spain that's like over here. Perf, 4.9. We're getting better and better with that one. Spain bollard, 6 out of 10. This is the same Turkey location. I feel like I keep getting. Should be getting better at region guessing it then. This is 7 out of 10, or that was 7 out of 10. The open with a yellow and a 2 white dots. Is that Spain ever? It was Spain. Okay, so 8 out of 10. 2 away from our 10 out of 10 goal. Ooh. This one is difficult. Yellow license plate. I feel like I had this location like 10 times today. I'm like, an orange reflector on one and a white on the other. I think it was like a Hungary, Croatia one. I'm gonna go Croatia. Very far off. We were in Lithuania. Okay. So we're resetting, even though we're at 8 out of 10, but that is okay. This is some sort of US bollard. We'll take it. That was a Washington one. 1 out of 10. Turkey. Getting better at that region guess. 2 out of 10. 2 white dots, 1 white over here, maybe? Is this a Germany bollard? Alright, it was a Germany bollard, 3 out of 10. 1 red, 1 white. Feels like this is what Croatia. It was Croatia. Okay, 4 out of 10, I think. All right, 18K. Okay, so this is Czech Republic or Slovakia. So we're kind of 50-50 here because I don't know. There's not like languages or something I can check because I can't see this. I'm gonna go and check and hope. We're in Slovakia, so we're restarting. That is okay. This is a Quebec Bollard, so Canada, Quebec, 1 out of 10. Some sort of US Bollard. I feel like I'm like defaulting to Montana, but it's Washington, which we got the wrong state again, but right country, so that's 2 out of 10 there. Ooh, Quebec again. Love that Quebec Bollard because I got that memorized. 3 out of 10. This feels like Russia without seeing the Bollards, and that is a Russian Bollard. Right country, wrong region, but we'll still take it. 4 out of 10. 1 red and 1 white. Why do I keep forgetting this one? I guess that's the point of practicing this Bollard map. I'm like, to better improve my instincts with getting Bollards. There's this like weird little like stick thing on the right, which I know is like indicative of something. I'm gonna go Serbia. All right, I could not be further. This was a Russian Eastern Bollard, so this unique, very thin type of Bollard is attached to a stick is almost exclusively found in the eastern part of Russia, east of Omsk. Okay. The thing with the stick is in eastern Russia. That feels like an Albertan Bollard. All right, perf, 1 out of 10. French Bollard. Perf, 2 out of 10. Can't see that Bollard. I think this is Poland from this. All right, great. 3 out of 10. Wait, was I already at 3 out of 10? No, I think that was 3 out of 10. Hopefully I'm counting right. I'm like, green. Right, Spain, nice, 4 out of 10. We can do this. 2 white and 1 yellow. 2 white and 1 yellow is Spain. Okay, nice. 5 out of 10. This is a Quebec Bollard. Nice. 6 out of 10. This is Nevada in the US. Nice. 7 out of 10. Red stripe at the top is Denmark, I believe. Great, 8 out of 10. This is Albertan again, Alberta. Great, 9 out of 10. Scared me for a second there, kind of close to the US border. I was like, oh no, 21K. This is a tricky 10 out of 10 one. Is it Germany ever? Just Germany? I feel like a lot of countries have the 2 white dots and a 1 white dot. I feel like I had this location. Do I go Germany here? I think I have to, right? Okay. I reached my goal of getting 10 countries/Bollards right in a row. We were in Germany there. We're gonna keep going and see how far I can go, but after this streak ends, then the video will end because I reached my goal of getting 10 countries/Bollards right in a row. And I've definitely practiced a lot today and learned some new Bollards while doing this. So definitely super helpful. Okay, so we have 10 right in a row. This is like some sort of Washington Bollard, I believe. Finally learned it. Okay, 11 right in a row. 11 countries right in a row, I should say. This is definitely very circular, right? So this feels like Estonian maybe to me. Perfect, 12 right in a row. This is Czechoslovakia. I'm gonna go and check. Nice. 13 right in a row. Okay. Ooh, the 50-50 again. My fave. I've had this location. Low-key don't remember which one it is. I'm gonna go in Slovakia. Oh, nice. Okay, 14 right in a row. Wow. Okay. Kind of picking up some good streak here. All right, this one's gonna be a little bit more difficult. It's like one white and one red, and there's a bunch of like yellow flowers in the back. Oh boy, the 50-50. I'm gonna go Slovakia. That's okay. We're gonna finish out this round. We ended on, I think, a 14 streak. But yeah, super happy with how I did because I feel like I learned a lot, especially some of those like Spain region guessing bollards, which means I might have to do like a Spain region guessing video in the future since there seems to be a lot of region specific bollards there. But yeah, I feel like I definitely learned and improved on my bollard knowledge today. This one I feel like is new. I don't know what this one is. This one looks indented. US? I don't know this bollard. It was Mexico, okay. So these cylindrical white bollards with a black base are unique to Mexico. A yellow reflector is sometimes seen as well as a flat version. Okay. 2 white dots, 1 white, but these are like a weird shape. I feel like it's like Lithuania. It was Latvia. I hovered over it, but I did commit. It's okay. And last but not least, ending on a Nevada bollard. Okay, that was the penultimate round apparently, not the last round, but we got that right, so we love ending on that. Or almost ending on that. What bollard is this? I think this is Ecuador, right? It is an Ecuadorian bollard. Perf. Okay, love ending on a dub there. All right, we got 18K that round, so we got a streak of 14 countries / bollards right in a row, crushing my goal of getting 10 right in a row. I learned a lot of new different bollards today, like some of the Spain region guessing ones, some of the ones in the US too. I feel like I never specifically memorized the Washington one, but I feel like I've got that now memorized, so hopefully that will help us in the future. So thank you so much for watching this video of me playing the Learnable Meta Bollards map until I got 10 countries / bollards right in a row. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments. Also tell me if you know your bollards and if there's any new bollards that you learned today from watching this video. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla and have a great day.